folks, and welcome to Soup Time, where we make soup. I'm Tad, and I'm joined by my roommate Michael.
Hello.
Today, in our first episode, we're going to be making a special chili.
It's getting pretty chilly outside, so what goes better with chilly weather than chili?
Would you like to describe the recipe for the chili?
Yes, Tad. This is Michelle's Michili. Michelle being my mother. Today we will be making her special recipe.
You know what's really good, Michael?
What, Tad?
When you put the Wendy's hot sauce into the chili.
Do you have Wendy's hot sauce?
Nope. But it's really good.
So we will be doing a little twist on my mother's chili recipe, and we will be putting in hot sauce for an extra kick, and some bacon for added flavor.
Do we have bacon?
Yeah, we do.
We also have grape jelly, but we're not going to be putting that in the chili. So when making Michelle's Michili, as we like to call it, you're going to start with 1 pound of ground beef, half a cup of a chopped onion or a chopped onion. We're going to go 1 big T. I think that is tablespoon. I think big T is tablespoon.
All right.
1 tablespoon chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of red wine vinegar. We're gonna go a can of Campbell's Finest tomato, 1 can of diced petite peeled tomatoes, 1 can of hot beans, and like we said, we're gonna add a little bit of secret sauce. No jelly though.
So step 1 in this process would be turning on the stove. I'm going to set it to medium to low heat to fully cook. While that is heating up, we will chop the onion. What's the best way to chop this? It'll just start going.
Just butcher the hell out of it.
Boy, chopping those onions sure does bring a tear to my eye.
Onion juice all in your eyes now.
It actually does burn. So now you've chopped your onion, you want to put the beef and the onions into the pot and let that cook for a little while. Do you hear that? Now that the beef and onions have been cooking for a few minutes, we'll throw the bacon in there for another couple minutes to get that ready.
Bacon's ready. Hot. It's time to chop the bacon. The key to good chopped bacon is to remember to measure twice and only cut once. Now the key to the correct proportion of bacon is 1 strip per person, and always have an extra strip for those who are not with you. Now we're going to add the bacon to the pot. Then we're going to stir the pot. You hear that nice sizzle, that means you're doing something right. 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Next, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Is that really all the red wine vinegar you put in?
Mm-hmm.
What does it do?
Nothing.
And also 1/2 teaspoon of red wine vinegar. Maybe a little more if you're feeling saucy. And a little bit of real wine if you're feeling real in the mood.
Next, using this can opener, graciously donated to us by Josh and L.A. Wells, we will open up the hot beans and the petite diced peeled tomatoes. And you don't need a can opener for the tomato soup, so just open them. Proceed to dump your petite tomatoes. Gosh. Well, let's just take the whole thing over, shall we?
Oh yeah!
Then, while we're here, get some of this Frank's Red Hot Original. Make sure to stir that up. Now that you have all your ingredients in there and stirred up real well, we're just going to cover it back up and let it cook for a few more minutes.
Oh yeah!
Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show, the viewer questions. Question number 1 comes to us from Sioux Falls, Idaho. Michael, what's your favorite childhood memory with chili?
Great question, Sioux Falls, Iowa.
No, that's a place.
My favorite memory with chili would be On Halloween evenings when my mom, Michelle, would make these, she would make Michelle's chili.
Great answer, Michael. Question number 2 comes to us from Ponte Verde Beach, Florida. Tad, what is your favorite chili and why do you like chili? Great question. Matthew Hardaway's mom made the best chili in pace class. All it had, I think, was meat and beans and maybe a little bit of soup in it. So that's why I like chili. Question 3. What gives? We'll skip that one. Now, back to the chili. So, since there's no microwave instructions on this, we really don't know when it's done. So we're gonna take a clean spoon, get a little bit of soup in your spoon. It's pretty warm. I'm gonna blow on it a little bit. Bon appetit. Very warm. Got good flavor, good girth to it. Probably leave it on for a few more minutes.
Alright, now that the chili is essentially boiling, I think it's ready to serve.
We get a lot of questions all the time about, what should I eat my chili with? Well, a lot of people enjoy some nice saltines with their chili. I like to put some cheese in my chili. And if it's still not hot enough for you, put some more red hot sauce in there. Enjoy.
That's good.
Good job.
Tune in next time when we make Mrs. Gruett's loaded baked potato soup. Until then,
Stay safe out there. Stay soupy. Soup time. Soup song. Hot soup.